Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Naomi, and today I have a really quick yoga practice that you can do to help strengthen your low back. Okay, so if you're feeling any just twinginess in your low back or any instability, this is a practice that you can do to help create more support, more stability, and ultimately also a little bit more length and freedom. Okay, so what you will need is a chair and a block. Okay, if you don't have a block, you can use like a soccer ball or a basketball or, like anything that you can squeeze easily between your legs. You could even use like a pillow or a rolled up towel. Okay, there's so many things that you could do. A yoga block is really great just because it's a little bit more firm, but those things will also work. You don't want it to be too heavy either because you don't want to be like lifting weights with your inner thighs, right? And the chair is really just there to give you a little bit more support in some of the poses. Okay, so we're going to start with the block. So coming up to stand. Okay, you're going to place the block in between your thighs, whatever you have between your thighs. All I want you to do is take your feet about hip width apart and squeeze as tightly as you can. Okay, now as you squeeze, where you want to squeeze is primarily with your inner thighs. Now, if you feel like your butt cheeks are squeezing a lot, see if you can isolate more, just pulling in with your inner thighs instead of pulling your butt cheeks in and pulling forward. Okay, so just a little bit of a difference. Squeeze with your thighs. Okay, not with your butt cheeks quite as much. Okay, now you can keep squeezing and just reach your arms up. Grab a hold of your right forearm. Keep squeezing and just very gently lengthen over to the left. And then come on back up, grab a hold of your left forearm, and gently go over to the right. So you don't want to go super far over, just a little bit to give a little bit of length to your side body and power in your legs. Okay, come on back up, keep squeezing that block, and you're going to reach for that back edge of your chair. Okay, now you could do this at a wall too or a table, but a chair is really nice because you can reach that back edge of your chair, and as you reach for the chair, give your knees a bend and squeeze your block. And as you squeeze the block, see if you can push your thighs as far away from the chair as possible. And at the same time, pull on the top of the chair and lengthen forward. Okay, so you're giving a little bit of traction to your spine. Okay, squeeze that block still. Knees are a little bit bent. Press back through your thighs, but also pull on the top of the chair and pull forward. Okay, take a full breath in here. Keep squeezing the block. Push your thighs back and stretch your chest forward. Okay, and then bend your knees a little bit more and help yourself come up to stand. Keep squeezing the block as you do. Okay, and then you can let go of the block for now. The reason that you're squeezing the block is just to help give your legs a little bit more power so that when you're lengthening forward, you're not doing all the work with your low back and really targeting your stronger muscles and the muscles that you want to use to help support your spine. Okay, now the next thing that you're going to do, and you can turn the chair around slightly, you can turn it all the way around, okay, so that you just have easier access to the top of the chair. Bend your knees and lower your hips a little bit further, like you're doing a squat. Okay, in yoga we call this Utkatasana or chair pose, so you're doing chair on chair. Okay, and dig into your heels, send your butt way back. Okay, now keep your right knee bent and extend your left leg back. Okay, and you're not going to go too far, but pull a little bit on the chair. The front edge might lift up, that's fine. Reach back through your left leg, and as you squeeze with your legs, lift your arms all the way up. Okay, all the way up. And then reach forward again and straighten your right leg. And now bend your right knee, reach through your left leg, take your arms all the way up, and then come forward, straighten your right leg. Bend your right knee, lift your arms all the way up, and then go forward, reach for the top of the chair and straighten your right leg. Okay, we're going to change it up just a little bit. Bend your right knee, reach your arms all the way up, and then come forward, and as you straighten your leg, lift the ball of your right foot up, and then re-bend your knee, squeeze in, arms go up. 2 more times just like that. Go forward, straighten your right leg, ball of your right foot goes up, so you're just on your heel, and then bend your knee, anchor through your left leg all the way up. Last time, go forward, straighten your right leg, lift the ball of your foot up, bend your knee, and step all the way up to stand. Okay? And it's nice to use the chair mostly because it means that you don't have to work quite as hard. Okay? Bend your knees again, Okay, hold on to the chair. You can back up as much as you need to. And then shift your weight into your left leg, step your right leg back. Okay, and lengthen. Okay, so the whole idea is you're lengthening here. Lift up through your belly a little. As you extend back through your right leg, okay, keep your knee bent, lift your arms all the way up so your right leg stays super strong. And then reach forward again, straighten your left leg. Bend your left knee, keep your right leg strong, come all the way up or as high up as you can. And then come forward again, straighten your left leg. Bend your left knee, keep your right leg strong, squeeze your legs in as though that block was still there, and then lift your arms up. You're not doing this big back bend, right? Just go straight up, and then come forward again, straighten your left leg. Bend your left knee, keep lifting through your core as you take your arms up, so you're lifting from your torso, and then come forward again, and this time we're going to change it up. Ball of your left foot up as you straighten your left leg. Bend your left knee, lift from your belly all the way up. Come forward, straighten your left leg, ball of your foot away from the floor. Okay, one more time, bend your left knee, push the floor away as you press your hands into the chair, lift your arms all the way up, and then come forward again and straighten your left leg, ball of your foot up. Okay, last time, just bend your knee and go up just a little, and then hands back down, step up. And you should feel like a pretty serious burn in the back of your thigh, right? Your hamstrings are really working, okay? And that's a good thing. The more you strengthen your hamstrings, the more you work your hamstrings, the less your low back has to do. And so you're not dumping all of the work into your low back, but you're actually using the strength of your legs, okay? Now, we're gonna add to that sequence just a little bit, still using the chair, okay? Now, I also want you to remember that feeling of the block between your thighs. Imagine that it's still there. Okay, so knees bent, hands on the top of the chair, bend your knees, squeeze in, okay? Step your left leg back, okay, into that really long lunge and press your fingertips into the chair as you reach through your left leg. Okay, now shift forward, slide onto your forearms, lift your left leg up, and then slide back, step back. Again, shift forward, slide your forearms forward, left leg goes up, and then step all the way back into that high lunge. Okay, so your hands are still on the chair. They don't leave the chair ever. Shift forward, forearms go to the chair, right leg is straight, left toes point toward the floor, and lift up through your belly away from the floor so you're not collapsing down with your ribs. You can use your forearms to help lift yourself up, and then step all the way back. Okay, one more time, slide forward, straighten your right leg, dig into your heel, and then bend your left knee, step it all the way back up to meet your right. You can back up just a little bit so your hands are on the chair, or you can keep your forearms there, that's fine. And step your right leg back, reach back so that now just your fingertips are on the top of the chair. Okay, press into your fingertips, you lift up through your belly, dig into your left heel, shift forward as you lift your right leg up. Left leg goes straight, and then step all the way back, slide back. Shift forward, slide your forearms forward, right leg goes up, lift through your belly, and then step all the way back, slide back. So it's just your fingers on the chair, your hands on the chair. Shift forward, right leg goes up, and then step all the way back, slide back. Last one, shift forward, right leg goes up, stay lifted through your belly, and then bend your right knee in, bend both knees again so you come down into that squat. Imagine you're squeezing the block between your thighs still, and then come all the way up to stand. Okay? And then once more, grab your block. Same way as when we started, put the block between your thighs. Okay, squeeze the block between your thighs and reach up. Grab a hold of your right forearm with your left and lengthen over. Keep squeezing in. Good. Come on back up and switch. Grab a hold of your left forearm with your right, pull over. And you might actually feel like you have more length in your side body now that you've worked your legs. Okay, come on back up. And once more, you're going to turn to face the chair. Walk back, give your knees a little bit of a bend. Okay, dig into your heels and push back through your thighs. Okay? And one really fun thing that you can do just for fun is to shift your weight into your right leg. Lift your left leg up as high as it'll go, still squeezing that block. Try not to lock your right knee. And then bring your left leg back down. Squeeze the block, lift your right leg up. Don't lock your left knee. You won't be able to go all the way up, but far enough. Keep squeezing, and then lower down, okay? And then walk yourself back up. Ooh. And then remove the block. And that's it. Okay, some really simple ways to strengthen your legs and to strengthen your low back so that instead of pulling from your low back, you're using your legs more effectively, right? Using them to generate more power for you, okay, so that you are not doing all of the work with your low back and creating more length and relief there. Okay, and so a lot of what we did today, this squatting down, like lowering down, that's one of the best things that you can do for your low back, to be honest. And doing it with a chair is really great because you don't have to then do it with your legs entirely, right? So you can give yourself a little bit of break. Okay, doing it with the chair also gives you a little bit more guidance to stay lifted through your core. Okay, because the tendency will be, particularly when you go to lift your leg up, in what we call warrior 3 in yoga, when you go to lift your leg up, the tendency is to dip or arch in the middle of your back. And this way it can give you a little bit of feedback to stay lifted through your core, right? To remember where you want the power and support so that you're not letting it go and then again, putting all of the weight here in your low back, okay? So hopefully this gave you some really good tools and good actions to help strengthen your legs and strengthen your low back to create more relief and length. Let me know what you thought of this video and how you felt after it. And as always, thank you so much for joining me on the yoga mat. I look forward to seeing you back here again really soon. Until then, bye.